Whitecaps FC2. Hello again and welcome alongside Dan Kennedy, Joe Totino here as we get things underway. The first of two anthems, the Canadian National Anthem.
Our home and native land, true patriot hearts, in all thy sons command, with glowing heart we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through our night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We welcome you to the opener of the USL campaign. Quickly, if we can, we'll take a look at the star players. First off, for the visiting club, Vancouver Whitecaps FC, of course, it is game number 1 of the season. We'll keep an eye on their lone striker today. That is Kyle Gregg. And on the Galaxy side, Ethan Zubak will be getting that start at the forward position on a regular basis, replacing Jack McBean and Ari Lassiter, who have been promoted to the senior Galaxy side. When we come back, the starting lineups and the kickoff of the first game of the 2017 USL season, Galaxy 2 versus Whitecaps FC 2. It's next. welcome you back to the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub Center. As promised, let's take a look at Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 and their first 11 for this one. As we mentioned right before the break, we will be keeping an eye on Kyle Gregg. He is their lone striker here in this one today, and they're going to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. And hopefully the Galaxy, at least if you're a Galaxy fan, you'll be testing goalkeeper Richie Spencer for them. For across, of course, defensively for the Galaxy. Familiar side for the most part. We'll take a look at that real quick as Arcantis gets underway. In goal, the newcomer is John Kempen for the Galaxy. His four across, Turner, Engola, Ariano, and Lonergan at the defense. Aguilar, Villarreal, Husidic, and Jameson are the midfielders up top. Amaya and Zubak. And welcome in Dan Kennedy. Dan, game one of the season, lots of new faces, even on the bench for the Galaxy. Expectations here early?
Absolutely, Joe. The first thing you look at in these starting lineups is the experience that Galaxy has. 5 MLS players that have played plenty of games, so they should be the more prepared side out here for Mike Munoz today.
Vancouver in the blue and possession. Dispossessed, and it comes out to Jaime Villarreal. The counter quickly up the near side. Here comes Amaya for LA. Trailing on the play, Aguilar. Amaya still on possession for the Galaxy. Our referee for today's game, Alejandro Mariscal. His assistants are Eduardo Mariscal and referee assistant Alexander Lutman. The fourth official, Cecia Valero. We thank you for joining us today here at LAGalaxy.com. A beautiful day for the beautiful game. And of course, after a USA 6-0 victory, we all have a little spring in our step today.
What a performance.
Very good performance. We almost forgot how to play soccer for a moment on the international level.
Yeah, well, Bruce Arena's back, and so is the U.S. men's national team. Let's hope that the Galaxy 2 can get on the same page as the U.S. men's national team did last night.
Yes, sir. Throw in here for Vancouver, attacking from right to left. Galaxy senior side will be meeting the Vancouver Whitecaps FC at their place a week from today. Bradford Jameson now able to knock it back defensively. Ariano, Engola. Big center back, new player here for the Galaxy. Come out the right side. Tyler Turner playing long, trying to find Adonis Amaya. This will be a foul, I believe, against LA and a free kick.
Second time already you see Turner get on the ball and look in behind Vancouver's back four. Adonis just trying to get in behind him, create some havoc. You see him foul the center back there.
Spencer, the keeper. They'll work it back over to the right side. Derwinski lobbing long into the Galaxy defense. Engola trying to clear away. It'll come out the right side. Vancouver on possession. Back in towards center. Davy Flores onto the near side. Throw it.
Yeah, it seems early on here, Vancouver's playing pretty direct to Gregg up top, and he's actually done a pretty good job of winning some balls and allowing Vancouver to kind of shift their defense and midfield into transition into the attack. Galaxy just got to find a way to possess the ball a little bit more here.
Hey, Jaime.
Throw it. You're asking a lot, though, against those two large center backs, right? The lone striker?
Absolutely, and that's why, you know, impressive early on for him to be on the end of 3 balls already and allowing, just giving us a little bit of a relief to any type of pressure that the back line is under for Vancouver from the Galaxy getting out and pressing here at their home field.
Now, against a direct team like Vancouver, you want to knock the ball around a bit, go touchline to touchline, keep it on the ground.
First game of the season, Mike Munoz, knowing him as a former player and the type of coaching style he's going to have, he's certainly going to emphasize possession and dictating the game with the ball.
Ariano. It'll go far side, throw in here for the Galaxy. This is cleared out of play. With Lonergan, Ian Lonergan playing left back for Galaxy 2. It's going to be fun getting to know a lot of new faces this year. We had Galaxy 2 that have, many of the players have now been promoted to the Galaxy senior side. And this is, I think, the first year for us in the first 3 years that we've seen a lot of influx of different names. This is a good ball here for Amaya. He cut back on it as opposed to allowing to get it forward. It'll come back to the goalkeeper, Spencer, and clear it away. Maybe didn't have enough on it.
Yeah, Aguilar, pretty typical of him, finding those spaces in between lines of midfielders and defenders. He's really good at turning on the ball and seeing up the field. He's just trying to slip Amaya in behind the center back and outside back there. And it just doesn't quite put enough on the ball, but really positive play by Aguilar. And again, Amaya, another great run in behind.
Arellano. He'll find Jaime Villarreal. Where's the number 19 this year? You might remember it with 65, but now he's 19. Juninho's old number. Here's Usidic. Turner. Just at the last moment dispossessed, but he's fouled from behind. That'll be a free kick.
Kind of an interesting foul there. You see Andrew Thoma comes in behind, actually sneaks the ball away, and in the process, as Turner's kicking, just kind of catches a piece of him, and kind of a tough call for the referee. You don't necessarily know if it's going to be a foul or not.
Usidic with the long ball. Good idea. Gets through the goalkeeper, and they score! The LA Galaxy 2 take a 1-0 lead. I believe this goal will go to Baggio Usidic. Not one to write home about if you're Vancouver.
Yes, a little bit of indecision from the center back and the captain, David. Baggio just plays a hopeful long ball in behind the defense, hoping that the Galaxy 2 can get on the end of it. The goalkeeper kind of comes out, Spencer kind of comes out, thinks David, the center back's going to maybe make a play on the ball. He doesn't make a play on the ball. Galaxy can't really get on the end of it either, and then the ball just kind of slips through the goalkeeper's legs. Certainly not the way you want to start here on the road if you're Vancouver, but the Galaxy will take it up 1-0.
That will fit in the howler category, but Dan, sometimes goalkeepers in a situation like that, should they take charge of their penalty area and come out and get a ball in that situation?
Without a doubt, Richie's just got to call off the VIT and make the play. Keeper's kind of passive on the play, expecting the captain maybe to do something. Captain's worried about flicking the ball back into the goal already. In the end, neither one of them do anything. And in fact, Zubak doesn't really do anything, but he places enough pressure on both the center back and the goalkeeper.
Goal kick. Ethan Zubak was that player that created the trouble, but the ball came from the foot of Baggio Usidic, who should get the official scoring play, I imagine. Arellano wanted Zubak to make the run towards the center of the park. He decides instead now to go left side to Bradford Jamieson. Almost Bradford. Back in the midfield now, Vancouver. Down 1-0 in this match to the LA Galaxy. We'll see how they respond. And of course, a lot of new faces for Vancouver. This is what we see at the USL level because some players make their way to the top as the cream rises. Other players are moved on as after, their stay is over, right?
Yeah, and, particularly on an international calendar date, as this weekend is, it frees up some first-team players for the LA Galaxy too. So you see Baggio Usidic out here, Jaime Villarreal out here, even BJ's out here getting some minutes and making sure they're fresh and ready to go for the first team. So a bit of a luxury for the LA Galaxy on the opening day.
Here's Turner. Nice ball on the near side from Amaya, finding Aguilar. Zubak making the run in the middle of the park. Aguilar still on possession, onto his left foot now, plays it ahead for Bradford Jamieson, and it'll get through onto the goalkeeper, Spencer. That ball should have got away a little sooner.
Yeah, exactly right. Aguilar steps in, does some really nice things, creates some space down the line, has the ball in possession, maybe just whip that ball in behind Vancouver's defense and put them under more and more pressure.
Ankle up. You'll find Usidic. Some space and time here for Bodge. You'll go near side. Tyler Turner and out of play for a throw-in.
Yeah, Turner seems pretty comfortable on the ball here at right back. He hasn't had too much to do defensively, but certainly a positive sign early on for Tyler.
Angola plays it across the defense. Arellano. Head to Jaime Villarreal, the captain, playing up the wing. Bradford Jameson trying to turn the corner. He'll take it into the area. Watched by one defender. Was he brought down? No, the ball gets away onto the keeper, Spencer. Good play defensively.
Yeah, ball just kind of gets stuck under BJ's feet there, and if he could have settled it with a better first touch, again, he had Zubak breaking in behind the defense, and if he could have gotten that cross off, probably would have been 2-0 Galaxy 2, but unfortunately, BJ just couldn't organize his feet in time.
Here's Aguilar again. Bradford Jameson making the run into the middle of the park. The ball a bit behind him. Defender watching on the play was hoping for an offside, but his other center back on the near side here kept them on. Possession, though, will be for Vancouver.
Early on here, you see Galaxy's forwards and BJ, the midfielder, darting through that back line, and it's creating a lot of problems for Vancouver just being organized. They either need to track runners or they just need to drop off and close the space down behind them so Galaxy 2 can't continue to make these runs and really, really dangerous spaces behind their defense.
Here's Seiler now for Vancouver. Near side, Christian Dean. He'll get possession back here. Played up the wing. Good ball. Maybe a bit too long, though. Out comes Kempen. He'll pick this one up and allowed to go out of play for the goal kick here. I'm told it's going to be officially a own goal.
And is that the official report own goal off of the goalkeeper, I imagine? Okay. Yeah, Baggio's definitely not looking to shoot there. But I don't know. I'm sure after the game, if you ask him, he's going to take credit for that goal anyway.
1-0 here in favor of Galaxy 2. Sem DeWitt, I believe, the center back, actually touched it last.
Yeah, then I guess it was DeWitt's just slightest deflection of that ball is what really, really threw the keeper off. But as you alluded to before, it all just comes down to communication.
Sure.
And especially for you got the captain and the goalkeeper. These are two of the defensive leaders of this team.
Yeah, I'm sure the goalkeeper's not looking for blame to place blame at this point. I think he, in terms of playing the position, right? You have command of your box. You know what's going on. Everybody's crashing back towards your own penalty area. Take command and take control there. Nonetheless, 1-0 here in favor of LA Galaxy 2. This ball will come out of play over the near side. And a throw-in. Toma will take it. Actually, lets it go. Christian Dean. Kyle Gregg, and another possession here for the Galaxy off the throw back the other way. Turner, he'll send it back to Angola. Hey, keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USL.com for everything you need to know about the USL, and it's 30 teams now. Large league, good size league. Dean. Go back defensively, DeWitt. Switching long to the left side, trying to find Toma. Good job by Turner there. Throwing, though, for Vancouver. Here's Toma. Watch there by Husidic. Gets the cross into the area. And allowed to go through that 6-yard box and out of play for a goal kick again for the Galaxy. John Kempen, you might remember this name. He's an MLS goalkeeper from Kansas City. Has plenty of time with Sporting Kansas City before making his way out here.
Yeah, John, 22 years old, nearly 7 years experience in Major League Soccer.
How about that?
Great acquisition for the LA Galaxy organization. I expect he's going to be a real solid keeper here for the Galaxy 2 and compete for number 1 jersey in the coming years at this club.
Villarreal switching over to the near side. Aguilar brought down and fouled. Free kick.
You know, I'm impressed early on with the LA Galaxy LA Galaxy's ability to read Vancouver's possession or urgency in attack, and they can drop off and be organized, or when the ball's a bit unsettled, they seem to be getting numbers around the ball defensively from their forwards and midfielders, and it's created some problems for Vancouver when they have the ball. I mean, really all we've seen is one decent cross that went out for a goal kick anyway out of Vancouver. So they're going to have to come up with a little bit more, but you got to credit Galaxy early on here.
Turner, he'll knock it back. Angle up. Back out the far side, Arellano. Not being challenged all that much. The Galaxy in their own half. Now they are pushed back. Angelo will knock it forward. He'll find the touchline for the throw-in here.
And if you're Vancouver, that's exactly what you want to do. Get the ball to one side, isolate one center back, and make him make the pass. You know, you don't want these entry balls finding Bajio Husidic or Villarreal in midfield. Those are the guys that can make the game.
Vancouver working the right side this time. Good ball here into the channel. Defensively, Bradford Jamieson getting back. It'll be cleared out over the far side to end line, just shy of the corner kick spot. It'll be a throw-in. Lonergan with the defensive play there for the Galaxy. Another clearance toward midfield. Zubak able to keep it alive. Back to Husidic. He'll buy some time and space here for Galaxy 2.
Baggio really comfortable on the ball there. If he settled it a little bit earlier, he may have been able to find Zubak in behind again one more time, but nothing wrong with just keeping possession here and making Vancouver step out a little bit more.
Angle up. Intended for Zubak. It'll come back out. Dean under some pressure and given away right to Adonis Zamaya. Nice job by Adonis. Getting in front of that. Amaya, I should say. My apologies. Throw it. David, the captain of this club. Find the touchline and a throw in here.
Yeah, I mean, with the lineup that Vancouver has out, and they got Greg up top by himself, it's really important for Galaxy's two center backs. One of them has to occupy them. They can't let this guy be the outlet option, and if they do that, then really limits Vancouver's ability to get out of pressure situations. I mean, we've already mentioned it. Galaxy's doing a really good job of stepping up the field and pressuring Vancouver's defense when they're in possession. And what you don't want to do is be loose on your center back marking and just allow Greg to win the ball in the air and have flick-ons and allow Vancouver to win second balls and just kind of get out of the defensive pressure that they've been under.
Vancouver right now pinned in their own half. Ball up the near side and out of play. Now for the 4-2-3-1 formation, you're talking about what the Galaxy can't do, but in terms of the execution on the part of Vancouver, are they doing a good enough job right now?
They're not doing a good enough job, but you know, Greg has already brought down or flicked on 4 balls.
Long ball here as Kempen comes out, and he's able to stay in his box.
Really good job by Kempen to organize his body there and make sure he doesn't slide out. Sometimes you see keepers lose control of the ball there if they don't get it right. Kind of makes that play look easy. It's certainly not.
Aguilar will not get the foul. It's going to be a throw-in here for Vancouver.
But going back to Greg, I mean, he's a point forward up there by himself for a reason. He's obviously a threat in the air, and you just can't let him get going. And so far, if you're going to pick out a positive for Vancouver, particularly on the offensive end, it's only Greg. So Galaxy should be sorting that out. It's a 2v1 situation all the time. I mean, he's up there by himself, so one of the center backs needs to always be occupying him.
It's all about communication then, right?
Yeah, that's
regarding the two?
Absolutely right. And you expect Hugo Arellano to step up. I mean, this is the position he's been put in, signed with the first team. A lot of belief at this club with this player.
Here comes Amaya, good run here into the area. He is bodied down to the box, and no. Actually, it's going to be a yellow card issued to Amaya for simulation.
Wow, definitely contact there. DeVitt a little over aggressive, and Amaya, I think if he just tries to run this thing out, DeVitt may actually really take him out. But to the ref's point here, Amaya just seems to kind of go down a little bit soft, and that's exactly why he's making the call. There is contact, but you see him, he's wanting the trip the whole time. He's just looking for the penalty, and you're 8 yards in at the corner looking to go on goal. You got to take your chances, be as strong as you can. If you go down, it's a foul. If not, you got a chance on goal.
Got everything he wanted, he just went down too soon. But at the end of the day, shouldn't your mindset at that point, from that angle, from what it looked like about 10 yards out, finding your shot?
I'm not even sure he's 10 yards out. He makes a 45-yard run in behind the defense. Great timing, good first touch. He does everything right. And at the end, when it's time to really execute, he's going down just looking for the ref to give him a penalty. When there was a little bit of contact there, maybe could have gone his way, but just don't rely on the ref to call that for you.
Here's a long ball over the top. It'll skip away and picked up by Kempen there. Angola, more daring Vancouver is becoming now. Late runs over the top as opposed to the balls into Greg. Now you're seeing some runs removed from midfield or from midfield into the offensive end.
Yeah, you're seeing Thoma and Gardner get out of midfield a little bit and support the forward in the run of play.
This will be a throw-in. 1-0 in favor of the LA Galaxy, officially on an own goal. On a ball over the top from Baggio Husidic. That's Sem DeVitt and goalkeeper Richie Spencer. Got a bit tangled up, especially in communication. Went through the goalkeeper and on to the back of the net, where the Galaxy took a 1-0 lead there. And that's where we stand right now. Nice job by Villarreal winning this one back. Aguilar, center of the park, Husidic. Villarreal once again. Turn away from the defender. Near side, Turner. Aguilar. Back in for Turner. Second ball cleared away. Flores. Fouled by Aguilar. And a free kick.
Aguilar's dispossessed there in midfield, and it's actually a really, really great reaction from Aguilar to get up and defend and fight. And, you know, not the worst foul in the end. Allows Galaxy 2 to get behind the ball, organize, set their defense. Aguilar just fully committed player, and he's really, really good on the ball. I think this is just another one of those pickups that you highlight on this roster.
Christian Dean, he'll switch it up. Greg almost getting on the end of it. Cleared away by Lonergan and the help of Bradford Jamieson. Zubak defending on the play, coming back to help out here. Adonis Amaya, the only forward right now for the Galaxy. It'll come into the center of the park. They'll switch it onto the left side. This is good for Vancouver. Thoma working on Turner. He'll get the cross. No, it's blocked. Nice job by Turner, and keeps possession on the play. Good job there by the youngster. Able to play into midfield over the top of Amaya, but Vancouver will win possession back. McHenry. Defensively, DeVitt all the way back to the keeper. Sidic put it on the pressure. He was just one step away from intercepting that ball. DeVitt in towards the center of the park. Nice job defensively. Ariano. Angola. Turner. Hey, become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content. Husidic. Galaxy 2 kind of weathered the storm, although Galaxy Tyler Turner is down now. Get that ball out of play.
About 5 minutes into the first half, we saw Fuji get off the bench for Galaxy 2 and head down and warm up. So Turner's had something going on. We're not exactly sure what it is. Taking off his right boot right now, and maybe it's a foot or calf issue. But it looks like certainly he's ready to come off. Fuji would be a great replacement. Come in, no problem. Really technical player. Maybe even better on the ball than than Turner, just not quite as athletic 1v1 defending.
Not quite his position though, right? Normally we see Rio Fuji in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but he's another one. We talked about Sebastian Leggett a couple weeks ago being on the field, and he's just such a good soccer player. Whenever things go wrong, you can kind of slide this guy in, and he'll make it happen in a variety of positions. And Fuji kind of fits that pedigree. Just really good soccer IQ, strong on the ball, not going to lose it in possession, and you got no problem letting him fill in at right back.
So Turner looks like we'll have to leave the match. And Rio Fuji will replace him. Not a bad game for both teams, believe it or not. They're able to do what they want to do. Vancouver has been, pretty good playing that ball over the top, as you've mentioned, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, really, this should be a 0-0 game.
Yes.
Maya's had the best chance when he gets in behind and looks for a penalty. Galaxy certainly fortunate to be up 1-0 with the goal that was literally just gifted to them. But if you look at the game, big picture, Galaxy have had a little bit more success getting in between the lines, getting behind the Vancouver defense and unsettling them. Vancouver just early on started playing to their point forward, Greg, and it was not really effective, even though he got on the end of stuff. In the last 5 minutes, what you've seen Gardner stepping out of midfield and creating a little bit more on the ball, and it's helping Greg in the attack.
Well, Tyler Turner seems to be okay, and he's going to come back onto the pitch. So we're 11 aside now, and Rio Fuji won't come on, at least for now. Aguilar on the throw. Zubak, it'll get away from him. Toma now for Vancouver, able to play this one forward. A slide tackle by Turner, and the ball out for a throw.
Strange takes his shoe off, takes his sock off, and then he gets right back on and makes a really, really good tackle to put the ball out of bounds for Vancouver. Sometimes you tape your ankles too tight, and it creates a circulation issue, so maybe you had to just get that off and cut the tape off, and it'll be fine.
Here's Seiler, I should say. DeVitt. Galaxy get everybody behind the ball, although pressing a bit high. Seiler. Again, switched across the right side. DeVitt. Kyle Gregg, I should say, with possession for a moment. Nice job by Bradford Jamieson winning the second ball. Possession still to the Galaxy. Aguilar. Vucinic. Ariano. Ariano again. All the way back via Real, they'll reset. Not a problem with knocking the ball around here right now. Not pressured too much. A little bit too much time that time by Baj. He'll get it back.
29th minute in the game has kind of settled down a little bit. Both teams just enjoying a little more possession, but it's because Galaxy hasn't been able to apply the pressure that they had in the first 20 minutes of the game to really disrupt Vancouver. So Vancouver's a little more comfortable here, but what I see with Vancouver is they're moving the ball so slow, they'll get some numbers up the field, and once it breaks down or turns over, Galaxy's just a little bit quicker in the transition game, so it seems like they're a threat right when the ball turns over every single time.
Dean on the near side for Vancouver. Right in front of the Galaxy bench. He'll lay this one off. Collected by Flores. Wheels it around his defense on the right side. DeVitt, good pressure here by the Galaxy forwards, forcing the ball back to Spencer. He'll lob in the midfield. Adonis Amaya now lays it off. Jaime Villarreal in for Baggio Husidic. He'll run it down on the near side. Has Aguilar trailing on the play. Nice job there. Aguilar on his left foot. He'll come back out. Turner, the early ball into the area. Backside it goes, and it's deflected out. Over the far side for the throw-in.
Excellent ball by the right back, just whips it in behind. Keeper kind of wants to step to come and get it, realizes he can't, and the defender just does enough to get a little flick on it, so Zubak's not dangerous on the far post.
Look at it one more time here. Good ball by Turner. Kept the goalkeeper indecisive. Defensively, they did the right thing. Bradford Jamieson now. Cross into the area, cleared away by Seiler towards midfield. So difficult to judge that early ball, or that so-called early ball, in terms of Turner's cross, right? It's going to be a foul and a free kick. Yellow card coming up.
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, when a player, particularly an outside back's crossing the ball from 35 out, you're thinking, okay, you're kind of licking your chops. This is my time to come and sneak across and help the team relieve a little pressure and maybe get some possession and release them into the attack. So then the anticipation just brings you off your line a little bit, and when you serve a great ball, as you saw there with Turner, you get the keeper coming, you get the defenses kind of backpedaling, and it's really a time for someone like Zubak to come and attack the ball. Problem was maybe Zubak's timing was just off a little bit. The defense was able just to flick and get out of there without any danger.
Let's take a look at that injury right there. It's the hard tackle. Aguilar swept. Looks like he might have pinched that right ankle underneath him a bit as he went up and over.
It's the third time Aguilar's been on the wrong end of a tough tackle in this first half. Imagine it's just a knock. He'll get up and run this one off, but he's certainly in no rush right now.
Aguilar helped to his feet. The crowd responding here with a kind applause. Going to try to walk it off. We'll see. For now, Baggio Husidic will take this restart. Good opportunity here for the Galaxy, about 30 yards away from the end line. Everybody stacks up at the top of the 18. Husidic plays this one in low and cleared out. Corner kick.
Not your typical ball there from Baggio Husidic. Typically his standard and quality of service is up there with the best and most consistent around. Just mishits it, kind of tops the ball, easy clearance for the defender. But after the goal the Galaxy have, I mean, you want to make these center backs and this goalkeeper make decisions all game long right now, and set piece is a great opportunity to do that on.
Husidic with the corner, plays in towards the spot, knocked away to the top of the area. Vancouver trying to break out. Galaxy trying to slow that a bit. Bradford Jamieson getting back. This will be a foul against the Galaxy. Got to get in front of that ball, slow things down for a moment. Galaxy, I think, are going to have to make this substitution. Aguilar is trying to walk it off, but it doesn't seem like it's going all that well for him right now. Galaxy are a man down at this moment. 33 minutes in. Throw it. He will be helped to the locker room. He's not coming back. Here's Vancouver. Nice job defensively by Husidic. He'll play into space. Amaya 1-on-2, 1-on-3. He'll need some help. He's got Zubak overlapping on the right side. Baggio down the middle of the park. Husidic onto his left foot, cleared away from him. Bradford Jamieson trying to close things down to get it back here. Did he get the clean ball? Apparently he did, and we continue, though, with Vancouver on possession. Flores switching onto the left side. Toma runs this one down. Turner getting back. Again, the slide tackle. That was a bit dangerous as he left his feet on that tackle.
Yeah, Turner's fully committed and winning that ball. What I like to see is Aguilar steps off injured, and right away you see Zubak step into the right midfield role. The team becomes balanced again, even though you're a man down. Turner, obviously, with some great recovery speed. He's still limping. Not sure if he's going to be able just to get to halftime. I'm sure that's the plan. But Vancouver's success has mainly come from Toma trying to get around that corner. What Toma needs to maybe do is find some earlier service to Greg when he gets in those wide positions.
So Aguilar is done. Adrian Vera will replace him. On that slide tackle by Turner moments ago, he left, both his feet were up in the air, so he dove into the ball with his feet, so spikes high. The referee was on the wrong side of the play. He's fortunate there, I thought.
Yeah, he's certainly, it's definitely a risky tackle. I mean, it's really all or nothing, right? You're either getting the ball and getting away as he did with it, or you're coming out with a yellow card, and if you actually catch the guy just the wrong way, it could potentially even be a red card.
Sure.
So, I mean, lucky on that play.
Here comes Greg into the center of the park. This is dangerous. Flores trying to work his way in, cleared out. Kept alive for Vancouver, though. This will be a foul. Welcome to the game, Vera.
That's just better from Vancouver. You see Greg get the ball. He's actually done pretty well laying some things off, and so now they're getting numbers of the attack, and they just seem to have a little more something to them in the last 7 or 8 minutes here. And early on in the game, you know, first game of the season, Flores really just sitting in front of that back line. Now he's pushing the field a little bit more and creating some problems for the Galaxy.
Possession here for Vancouver, played back to the stripe. 2 defenders staying at home, 3 defenders really staying at home at all times right now for them. Thomas back in towards center. Gardner able to play it back out. Here's Flores, switches across towards the right side now. Bradford Jamieson defending the cross into the area. Gardner able to get on the first ball and then clear it away. Still an opportunity here for the Whitecaps. Dean, top of the box it'll go. Second chance over the bar and out. Goal kick. Hey, follow at USL on Twitter to keep up with all the live action during the 2017 USL season. With Dan Kennedy, Joe Tutino, we're coming to you from the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub Center today, the opener of the 2017 campaign for Galaxy 2, hosting Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2, and the home side on top by a score of 1-0.
Yeah, I think Mike Munoz is going to be pretty happy with the start of this game. Again, lucky goal, but Galaxy really positive in their energy and willing to pressure and work together, and had a couple injury scares. Guys off the field, they're adjusting pretty well. But, you know, with all the MLS experience that they do have on this field, I expect them to really start to pull away at some point. Vancouver's just kind of finding their way back in the game.
Here's Toma, plays in towards the spot. Angela's there. He was able to clear it out. Throw it.
Angela, just a true defender. You see him win that ball and just kind of clear it. I think what you want to really see is him win that ball. Someone give him a shot that he's got time, and they can try to possess the ball out of the back.
But you're right, Dan, that Vancouver has done better over the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, and what you see right now, you got 6 players in the attack, and that kind of seemed to be their problem early on. They were playing these long balls to Greg by himself, but now they've moved the lines up a little bit, just putting Galaxy under a little bit more pressure.
So come back to Vitt. Out the right side it'll go, and towards center once again. McKendry. Dangerous slide from behind there. That could be a yellow card. He's lucky. Lucky that time. Lonergan quickly on the restart. Again to the left side, intended for Toma. Turner doing well to clear that away. Quickly on the throw-in. Toma, that is.
Go, that's out. That's out.
Will find the touch and the throw in here back the other way for the Galaxy.
So Turner's relying really on his physical capabilities to do a lot of the job. You saw right there on the throw-in, he's 6 or 7 yards off the attacking player. And in turn, Vancouver can just do a simple throw-in. He gets the ball at his feet. What you need to do when you're a defender, every single time the ball goes out of bounds, you switch on and you get touch tight with your man. You just make every single play hard on your opponent. So Turner just needs to focus a little bit more. I mean, he's made some great plays defensively, served in some great balls, but that's the next step that he needs to take. You can see it already.
Possession here for Vancouver off the restart. McHenry able to play forward. Collected this time. Campbell on the right side. Back in now. Watch out. Gardner plays it through off the defender and out. Corner kick. as Ariano got in front of it. So Vancouver gets a set play here from the right side.
This Gardner just kind of keeps popping up and getting the ball. He always has a good first touch. He's kind of an unassuming character when you look at him running around on the field. But as the game's gone on, he's kind of livened up, and I think that's kind of, as he's come into this game, that's what's helped Vancouver get going. Just a great first touch there you saw inside the box trying to create something.
Left-footed ball that'll bend in towards goal, played to the first post. Headed away by Vera. He'll get a second chance in the ball. Played ahead this time for Zubak, trying to clear the defense. Vancouver comes out of midfield with possession. Dean. Another long ball. This one too direct. It'll go out. Goal kick. Hey, be here for the second home game of the 2017 season for LA Galaxy 2. As your Los Dos host the Sounders FC2 on Saturday, April the 15th, right here at StubHub Center's Track and Field Stadium. Tickets are just $10 at lagalaxy.com/2. John Kempen with the goal kick here. His team on top 1-0. Second ball. Lonergan able to play into the defense. Dean will just let this one get to his keeper, Richie Spencer. Seiler. Here's DeVitt. McKendry. Closed down. Nice job by Zubak getting in front. Hasn't had enough touches in the first half for me. Zubak,
no, he's done a lot of work defensively, though. He's really busy. He had a couple really good runs the first 3 minutes of the game, but yeah, he hasn't really been on the end of anything. And you just seen the whole team, the energy level, they started off so positive. It's just dropped a little bit, and that's part of managing the game. You got to pick and choose your times, but Amaya's been the more effective of the two up front so far for the Galaxy.
42 minutes in, Galaxy on top 1-0. Bradford Jamieson. Back to Lonergan. He's able to play it forward, cleared away. McKendry all the way back to his keeper. Here's DeVitt into midfield. McKendry on the right. Early ball, top of the area this time. Campbell, and cleared away by Angola. Vancouver's feeling pretty good about things. They're doing a good job of going touchline to touchline, switching the point of the attack, and as you mentioned, Dan, getting numbers in that offensive half. Here's an opportunity for the Galaxy back the other way, though. Adonis Amaya from distance and right on the keeper. A little more patience, young man. A little more patience.
Yeah, a little eager. He likes that ball on his left foot going to goal. I've seen him just absolutely be able to plaster the ball into the back of the net from an angle like that. But he did have Jaime running off, trying to get him behind. Maybe one more touch, and he could slip Jaime in behind there.
And that comes with experience, right?
Absolutely, and this is what you want from your forward, though. You know, be aggressive going to goal. That's just not quite the shot selection you're looking for.
Vancouver on possession near side. Dean. Watched by Vera. Good ball. Good job by Angola breaking that up. However, Vancouver still on possession. Flores. Onto the left side. Campbell now plays into the box. Right onto Kempen.
So Vancouver put Toma on the right side, switch Campbell to the left, and Campbell gets that early service off. Looks like his left foot's solid, and they're obviously comfortable with him being out there. But Vancouver's definitely coming around here.
Yes.
And Galaxy just kind of need to get back to pressuring the ball, what you're seeing Adonis do right here.
Nice job by Amaya. Here's Bradford Jamieson. In the channel, has Amaya alongside. Villarreal running to the spot. It'll come to the near post off the shot from Bradford Jamieson and right onto the keeper. Easy ball there for Richie Spencer. Gardner able to play this one forward. Husidic getting back defensively. Toma there on the right side. It'll come back in for Gardner. Nice job by Bradford Jamieson. Ariano. This plays in the space.
And this is the difference right here. Ariano just playing the ball out to relieve a little pressure. you've just seen it in the last 10 minutes, Galaxy not being able to connect when they win something in the back. So they got to find a way to not only win the ball, but make that first pass and break that line of pressure, and then they'll help move their lines up. And that's maybe been the difference in the turn of this game in the last 15 minutes. You see Kempen now slowing it down, trying to open the field up.
They'll work the near side this time. Angola approaching halftime in a hurry. About 45 minutes in right now. We should get at least a minute of added time due to the injuries and the substitution. Couple yellow cards, right? Here's Turner. Vera does well to slow this down. He'll get the second chance on the ball now. He's got Bradford Jamieson, and it's behind him. 3 minutes of added time.
That's it, though. You know, you see the intention and the pressure, and McKendry's trying to backheel in midfield, and Galaxy get on top of it, and that's the time to turn, create a little momentum, and they end up dispossessing themselves or turning the ball back over. So really just getting that focus back in, and yeah, you want to have transition and urgency, but connecting the next pass can be just as important in helping your team get up and catch their breath.
Galaxy fortunate there on that ball. John Kempen with a collision. I want to make a correction here. I apologize to the Ritchie family. It is Spencer Ritchie in goal, not Ritchie Spencer. Sometimes, you know, you read handwriting and you just don't pick it all up. So my apologies on that.
Christian Dean there with a great first-time header in behind the Galaxy defense, and Kempen really got. You're in a position where you just have to come out and get big, and you know you. Sometimes as a goalkeeper, you know you're not going to get the ball, but the amount of pressure you can put on a player will throw him off enough, and that's what he did. He throws his body on the line, it ends up being on the wrong end of on a cleat or a knee, takes a knock, but does a good job in closing down the opportunity for Vancouver for sure.
Another throw in here for Vancouver. Devitt. It'll be pushed back defensively. Seiler. Here's McHenry. Watched by Vera all the way back out. Ritchie. Manage the rest of the half if you're the Galaxy at this point.
Absolutely. Focus is get in, be up 1-0. Catch your breath, regroup.
Husidic.
That's better.
Yep. Villarreal.
So you see that interchange in midfield, and Jaime's actually talking to BJ about it right now. It's just finding those little pockets of space, and once they start 1-2ing around, the guys in Vancouver, their heads will just be spinning a little bit, and you get that rhythm, and then you can really start moving the ball. And you're either going to make Vancouver drop off, which is great, or you're going to make them make an error, which is even better. So the faster you can get the ball moving, the more pressure you're going to put them under. And Baggio and Jaime have just kind of gone quiet here in the last 20 minutes. So it was good to close out that half for them with that sequence.
First half has come to an end here at the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub Center with the Galaxy 2 on top of Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 by a count of 1-0 after 45 on the own goal. The halftime show is coming up next. Stay with us.
Champion at LA Galaxy Soccer.
Welcome back. Halftime underway here at the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub Center, where Galaxy 2 lead Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 by a count of 1-0 with Dan Kennedy, Joe Totino. Thank you for having us on this one. A reminder, though, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 take on USL newcomers Reno 1868 FC Saturday, April the 1st, 7 o'clock at Greater Nevada Field. Tickets are on sale now at whitecapsfc.com. Let's take a look at the first half of this matchup. The Galaxy leading on the own goal by a count of 1-0. Here comes that yellow card. Still yellow in your opinion, Danny?
It's a tough call. You know, I think the ref, he could have given a PK and had reason. And at the same time, I see the call that he's making. Amaya just seems to go down easy. You get a forward in that position, you just definitely want him to have that determination to really go drive towards goal. And you know what? If I get taken out, I get taken out, but I'm not going down easy. So he's going to want that one back for sure.
Turner with a couple of defensive plays there, leaving his feet. That second one looked a bit dangerous. Now, Adonis Amaya late in that first half with that shot from distance, taking us to halftime here. Pretty good 45 minutes, I think, from both sides, although after the Galaxy took the lead, Vancouver had the better of the possession, no?
Yeah, Galaxy started off really positive. You saw Amaya getting in behind the defense a couple times. Baggio just plays a hopeful ball forward, and it confuses the goalkeeper, it confuses the captain, DeVitt. He gets a deflection, just the slightest of touches on it, ends up in the back of the net, and that's how we're 1-0. But, you know, after 25 minutes, Vancouver definitely got going, and I have McKendry as a player highlighted. It was his ability to kind of, maybe it was when the game settled down, he gets on the ball, pulls a couple strings, had a real positive influence. And then when they're getting the ball wide, whether it was Campbell or Toma, if they had early service, it seemed to be a little dangerous. So Galaxy's pressure in the first 10 minutes was what created so much havoc and transition and success for them. So that's what they're going to have to get back out here and do in the second half.
A little bit more organized in the midfield, take up that space. You talked about McKendry. There seemed to be more space in the middle of the park to allow him to do what he did.
Absolutely, and it goes two ways. And talking about Mike Munoz and what he wants of this team, certainly he wants them to be a pressure-oriented team when they're at home, and you could tell by how they came out and started the game. But what we also talked about were the pieces in midfield, Baggio, Husidic, and Villarreal combining and possessing and dictating that midfield. They have the experience to do that, so that should be the expectation.
Bradford Jamieson on the left side. He's been lively, although more later in that first half than the first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, BJ had a couple good moments down the line. I mean, what he's really good at is when he's isolated 1v1, and you saw him break free one time, and the defender just made a recovery play, and it deflected the cross, so it took some of the sting out of the ball that was being swung in. But with Galaxy's pressure, they're going to be able to spring the attack, and that's what players like BJ can really excel at. So when they do have those moments and win possession in midfield, they not only need to spring the attack and get BJ isolated 1v1, but they need to have some ideas too of slowing that game down too, because it seemed like there was moments like you saw Maya's shot from 35 yards out where they become a little desperate. It's game one. You're going to have these types of learning experiences as this develops.
Couple of things we'll look for to start the second half. Tyler Turner was about to be subbed, and it seemed like he might be laboring a bit. We'll see what happens in the second 45 if he comes back out. Miguel Aguilar had to leave the game due to injury, so Mike Munoz has used already one substitution in this match, and we'll see how it affects him going forward.
Yeah, it looks like if there's another sub that needs to be made, Fuji will be stepping on. You don't want to be subbing this early on, particularly game one, because the fitness level, the 90-minute fitness level for both teams is not going to be as sharp as it would be in 6 or 7 weeks. So these decisions Mike Munoz is going to make are going to definitely impact the outcome of this game. For the Galaxy, they got to find a way to be more consistent with their energy through 45 minutes. It can't just be for 10 minutes.
Galaxy lead 1-0 at the break. When we come back, a word from the United Soccer League, and we'll get ready for the second half. 1-0 Galaxy over Whitecaps FC 2. welcome you back. StubHub Center, the Track and Field Stadium, the opener of the 2017 USL season. Galaxy 2 leading Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 by a count of 1-0 after 45 minutes. Shots, Galaxy 3 shots to 2. All 3 have been on target for the Galaxy. Spencer Ritchie with the saves. No block shots by either side so far this game. Only 1 shot credited for Vancouver. That was that ball that went over the top from Christian Dean. Shots outside the box, the Galaxy with 2. 1 for Vancouver outside the box, and 1-1 inside the box. Possession just a tad in favor of Vancouver after 45 minutes, and that's how we saw it, right?
Yeah, I mean, particularly in the last 25 minutes of the game is when Vancouver got their feet under them. A little bit of a slow start for them, but you know, Galaxy, they need to come out the same way they started the first half, and that's high intensity, high pressure, get Vancouver on their heels, and maybe something will give.
Spencer Ritchie getting warmed up here in front of his goal at the north end of StubHub Center. Galaxy huddle up about 40 yards away from their goal, and the Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 doing the same thing. Our officials making their way back onto the pitch. What do you want to see from Mike Munoz's club in the second half? We talked a little bit about it at the break. Is it a possession, or is it more pressuring the middle of the park forward?
Well, I think their pressure is what made them dangerous in the first half, particularly the first 15, 20 minutes. Their ability to get out, make Vancouver's defense uncomfortable on the ball, create some errors, and now it's about executing once you win the ball. Find forward passes to BJ, find forward passes to Zubak and Amaya running in behind. And then those decisions in the final third on what you're doing, when you're doing it. We saw some ill-timed crosses, maybe 1 ill-timed shot. So you just have to execute a little bit better. But Mike's going to be pushing possession. Yeah, of course. Everyone wants to possess the ball. But how you transition when you're pressuring the way they pressured, if they can do that well, they'll get another couple goals in this game.
And the forwards have done a pretty good job as far as their activity, right?
Yeah, I really like Amaya and Zubak up there. Their work rate has been great, and any type of adjustment through injury or whatnot, both of them have been willing to get back and help the team.
Second half is underway. Bradford Jamieson intercepting that ball. It'll come back defensively here, Ariano. Bradford Jamieson. Get away from a couple of defenders here, taking it up the wing. Puts on the brakes, loses possession.
So kind of to our point there, leading into the second half, Bradford, amazing on the ball, can do almost what he wants, but he just kind of drives himself into a no-win position. So come out, find possession early in the second half, start dictating this game, and now Vancouver's off in the attack.
Good ball here on the right side into the area. Kempen will pull it down right into a 6-yard box. That was flighted a bit too much, allowing for the goalkeeper to get to it. On the opposite side of that, a good rush by Vancouver.
Yeah, all breaking down from BJ losing the ball there, and really comfortable cross for Kempen to come and take as a goalkeeper starting the second half. Exactly how you want to do it. Get the ball in your hand, nice easy situation. Find a midfielder on a bull out. And certainly Kempen will be feeling good about himself as the second half gets going.
Hugo Ariano now for Galaxy 2. He's got Jaime Villarreal. He'll find him. Long ball ahead, looking for Zubak or Adonis Amaya. Out comes the keeper, Ritchie. He'll pull that one down.
Yeah, I don't mind this early on, right? You just get Vancouver turning and running towards their own goal and making decisions. Galaxy win the second ball. Ref calls back a foul here, but they're in again. So it's kind of just a territory war in the beginning, right? Where you just want to get the ball in the other team's defensive third, and then as the game settles, you can kind of possess. But a good start.
Here's Ritchie. He'll play up the far side. Seiler, long ball into the Galaxy defense, intended for Gardner. This will go out over the far side touch. Throw in. It's going to be interesting to see here in the early moments if Vancouver stays with that one target or they try to get somebody else up there to help out. Kyle Gregg. Right now the single target, but as the game progresses and the lead still remains in the Galaxy's favor, I imagine he'll get some more numbers forward.
Yeah, as the game goes on, they're certainly going to have to take more risks, and that's the, you know, you're really, as the Galaxy, you're in the driver's seat here, and keep things short at the back, and as this game goes on, they should have a couple opportunities open up.
Good ball here, threw too much on that one for Amaya. It'll come on to the goalkeeper, Richie, once again.
Another great run from Amaya. He was definitely onside there. The pass was just overcooked.
McKendry switching on to the near side. Nowinski. It's there by Gardner. DeVitt, nice job defensively there by Lonergan. Zubak almost. Now a second time around. Can he find Amaya? No, not that time either. Flores. Here's DeVitt. They do rely on their captain a lot to clear that ball out of the defense and start things for them, Vancouver.
Yeah, he seems comfortable on the ball, and he definitely likes to hit the long pass, and he's been relatively clean with his passing out of the back too. But you know, for the Galaxy, that should be a little predictable.
Right.
If he gets on the ball, center backs, outside backs start matching up. It's most likely coming into one of those high playing players.
Here's McKendry. He'll play out the left side. Dean. Vera defending on the play. Dean gets through him. He'll run it up that left side, getting into the corner here. Now they'll get some numbers forward. The cross towards the spot and cleared away. Kyle Gregg had a good look at that one. It bounced up on him at the last moment.
Angola is tracking back, just kind of marking space in the box, and it looked like he was almost going to have a play on the cross and just mistimed it. But positive there from Vancouver.
Galaxy just relieve the pressure and clear it in to the Vancouver end. It'll come back to Richie. 50th minute with the Galaxy on top, 1-0. It'll come near his side. Nowinski. Good work here by Lonergan. Getting ahead of Campbell and back to his keeper. Kempen in the midfield. Maya lost the handle there. DeVitt. Again, McKendry spraying up the right side. Campbell trying to get onto this one. Good job defensively one more time, Lonergan. Throw it. McKendry for Vancouver. Again, Campbell. McKendry directing some traffic. He'll go back onto the wing. Campbell plays it through and slides on to John Kempen, who's able to smother it. Nice job there.
Kempen clean on the ball there, cleaning up a little bit of a mess. What you're seeing, Lonergan just getting stuck in between. Doesn't know whether to step and defend or drop off, and that's creating a little space for Vancouver here on this right-hand side.
It was a good build-up for the Galaxy moments ago. Unfortunately, that last ball, Amaya could not get through to Zubak. Here's DeVitt. Switch it across his defense. Seiler on the left side. Dean. Vera staying with them for the moment. Here's Flores. Switches onto the near side. Kept in play. Bradford Jamieson does well. He gets away from one defender, trying to charge up the wing. Was he fouled? The referee right on the play and allows for it to continue. Play on.
Looked like a foul to me. Jamieson does everything right with the ball. I mean, the Vancouver players never really get a hold of the ball until Jamieson's been brought down. I don't know how there's not a foul called on that play.
Arms wrapped around the waist, too. Yeah. Look at it one more time.
Yeah, Jamieson has won the space. He's got possession of the ball. Referee's job to do is just call a foul there.
Corner kick here for the Galaxy on the right side as the ball goes out over the end line. Touched last by Vancouver. Set plays, opportunities here. Villarreal will walk on over. He'll take it. Amaya inside the 6-yard box. Zubak towards the spot. Engel at the top of the area. Bradford Jamieson just off of that. He'll make his run probably to the near post. Engel is going to make the near post run. Here comes the ball into the area, cleared away. For the moment, Engel has a chance to bring it down. It'll come out to Gardner. And it'll be a goal kick here for Vancouver. Some dangerous moments there for Vancouver off that corner kick.
Yeah, Ingela, big body, making their near post run. It's a great service in, and anytime you have good timing and a real ball winner in the box like Ingela, it's going to be hectic if the service is there, and it definitely was there.
Here's Kempen, he'll pick up. Ariano. Jaime Villarreal. Back onto the right side it'll go. Turner. Vera. A little behind, but the Galaxy keep possession. Vucinic back out. Just keep working those triangles. Amaya. Again wide to Vucinic. Baggio. You'll find Zubak. Good ball here for Baj. Gets the cross away, it's deflected and out, and they get another corner kick out of it. That was a good build-up.
Yeah, that was perfect. I mean, you have midfielders moving off the ball, creating triangles in space in midfield. Baggio with a great run in behind, well-weighted pass. You win a corner kick. You create, these opportunities build in the game, and now Vancouver's going to feel a little bit tired from all the work that they did while they're chasing the ball around the field. And these set pieces, you're down a goal. This just isn't the position you want to continue to put yourself in if you're Vancouver.
Jaime Villarreal plays it again short. Vucinic can't get onto this ball. Kept alive for a moment here by the Galaxy, but a player injured. Here's another cross in, this time for Bradford Jamieson, and he took a knock to the side of the head. Cleared back into midfield. We'll keep an eye on that right now. I think our ref is going to stop the match for a moment. Yeah, Bradford seems to be okay. Good. Good for him. Injury-filled season last year for him.
So Turner down again. Ariano took a hit on that corner kick as well. It seems like it's time for Fuji to come on and replace the right back Turner here.
So Turner's done. Trainer will come on to take a look. Good time to tell you about checking out at USL Soccer on Instagram to see match highlights and action shots from games around the USL. Bradford Jamieson coming over. He'll get some water. Turner's being helped off. He'll be done. Rio Fuji will replace him.
So the hard part about making your second sub in the 56th minute is, just for game management's sake and the fact that something else could go wrong, Mike Munoz is now in a position where he can't really use another sub until the 85th minute. Ideally, you take a forward, you're up 1-0, 75th minute, use your second sub to take a forward off, throw another midfielder on, help close this game out.
Play will continue here as Turner is done. Rio Fuji replaces him at the right back position. Galaxy, as Dan mentioned, have used 2 of their 3 allotted subs for this one. Fuji. In for Vucinic. Able to keep possession is Baggio. He'll wheel it around the left side of midfield. Lonergan able to play it forward. Bradford Jamieson, bracketed by 2 defenders. He'll get the foul. No, the foul back the other way. Now, Bradford's certainly a talented player, but allowing him to be bracketed by 2 defenders in midfield, the middle third, a little too soon, right, to be taking guys on when you can just knock the ball away and onto a teammate?
So this is what experience is going to bring Bradford. He's so good on the ball. All he wants to do is take people on 1v1, but he'll need to, as his career progresses, he's going to continue to understand when he's outnumbered, and he'll know when it's time to put your foot on the ball, pull it back, and then try to find a midfielder or an outside back and just keep possession and pick your moments. It takes a tremendous amount of work, and he's wearing himself down by going in those 1v3 situations. It's not helping the team.
Here's Zubak for the Galaxy. Plays it back to the top of the area. The attempted shot blocked. Another shot, save! Nice job by Ritchie pulling that one down.
Really, really good play by Vera. I mean, his timing was perfect. It was a good ball by Zubak. He has the patience to just kind of wait the slide tackle out, chip the ball over, and he's trying to bend it far post, but he can't get enough on it.
Foul here against Ariano, and look at it again on the replay coming up here.
Baggio just springing Zubak. Good ball. Zubak's got plenty of time. That's a good 1v1 situation there. There's no real cover from Vancouver. Outside back knows it. Excellent ball. This is so smart. He pulls out of the shot. He allows himself to get that second chance at it. If he's just overeager and blasts at it, goes straight into the defender.
The play continues here. Vancouver on the ball right now, defending Lonergan. Here's McHenry to goal, and a save by Kempen right on the keeper there. Quickly the punt into midfield, knocked ahead by Adonis Amaya, but this will come back to the keeper, Spencer Ritchie.
Kempen been real clean on the ball all day, both with his feet. There you saw he takes the ball down and he pops up quick trying to get the team out, and maybe that was the time just to slow the game a bit. You know, the Galaxy have had a good little run of play here the last 7-8 minutes, so slow the game a bit and continue to do what they're doing.
It's a good ball here for Zubak. Closed down by Seiler, but keeps possession. He's got an overlapping Vero to come in now for Villarreal on his right foot. Back out. Again, Zubak. Chips it towards the spot. Could have done better with that one. Galaxy will get the throw-in out of this.
Yeah, a lot of success there from Zubak in the last 3-4 minutes. He's just finding himself with the ball at his feet, just staring the left back eye to eye. He gets to kind of do whatever he wants, go at him or cross the ball. Galaxy just can't make anything more of it than that. They need to take one more step and get something on goal.
I just felt on that cross he was flat-footed and could have just go ahead, take it down the wing and get yourself some momentum built. Here we go back the other way for Vancouver. Campbell on that right side. His cross towards the back post. It's over the bar and out of play. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. That's one of those ones that just handcuffs the keeper because it's mishit and you just have no idea where it's going to go.
That's exactly right. Campbell with the old cross shot. He's definitely trying to whip that ball in behind the defense for Greg, the forward, to get on the end of. And Kempen knows exactly what he's trying to do. Ball doesn't come off right, and it sends Kempen just kind of scrambling, making sure it's clear and over the crossbar.
Your momentum's taking you one way, the ball's kind of floating back the other way. And
yeah, as a goalkeeper, when something doesn't come off how it should, your stomach always just adjusts. It drops a little bit. You're going, okay, I got to make sure I cover this. You're scrambling.
Vancouver on possession on the far side. It'll go. Toma pushing up the wing. Gets the cross towards the penalty area and out of play. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. Actually out of play over the near side touch. So throw in deep in their own defense. Play continues. Vucinic out the right side. Here's Rio Fuji. He's got plenty of room and plenty of time. Take it all up. At least that's what he should do, and he's doing a good job of it, forcing the defender to come find him. This will be a throw-in for the Galaxy, although he didn't get much help from teammates running off the ball.
Yeah, very a little slow to open up the space for Fuji, but at the same time, Fuji could play a little bit quicker. If Fuji plays with a little more urgency, that kind of makes his teammates have that same sense around him. But Baggio, just simple ball down in midfield, sprays it out to Fuji, makes it look really, really easy.
Zubak into space for Bradford Jamieson. A little long, good idea. Ritchie will pick up. One step away right now, this Galaxy side. One step away.
But this is positive. They're up
Yeah.
1-0. Vancouver's the one that needs to fight back in this game, and we've really seen a strong first. We got 15 minutes or so in this second half from the LA Galaxy. Big part of it's the man right there, Zubak, doing all the work.
Here's DeVitt in the midfield. So coming to the Galaxy defense. Got a player injured now. Seems to be Greg, who took
And Gola called
Shot.
for the foul there, just kind of hanging all over Greg, draped all over him. Yeah, we've talked about the long ball out of the back from DeVitt, and really Angola, you don't want to get in a wrestling match with Greg. That's exactly what he wants. You know, you're at his mercy if you guys are all tied up there. So just back off, have a foot off of him, and when the ball arrives, you arrive at the same time.
Another foul here.
And now Ariano's draped all over him. This is, again, it's one forward. The two center backs need to manage this a little bit better. Vancouver have had a couple crosses in the second half, but the dirty work being done by Greg here has given them a lot of relief in the defensive end and a chance to maybe put something on goal here.
So persistent infringement to Ariano, who picks up the yellow card there. Hey, Nike's a proud sponsor of the USL. Follow @Nike on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Good restart opportunity here for Vancouver. We'll call it about 35 yards from goal here. Maybe a little less. Galaxy giving a little bit more room than they have to on that wall. McKendry is there. But here's the shot from distance on goal, easy for Kempen.
Yeah, from that distance, a bending ball is just not what's going to beat the goalkeeper unless maybe you get a real lucky deflection. So when you get just outside of 30 yards, you need someone that's going to put some power on it. They may have been better off just having like a little chip play to one of the posts and try to get a header or some type of play on goal through that.
Sure, and the angle of that ball where it is right now keeps the goalkeeper on his line if the ball's flighted towards the one post or the other, right?
Yeah, you got to stay honest, dead center of the field. You know, they really have the ability to play at either side of goal if they want, as more of like a crossing situation.
Right. Here's Kempen. Husidic taking off the ball. McKendry now. Gardner is on. He'll play it across, cleared away by Ariano, who kept him on. So he saved his own bacon there.
Yeah, Ariano just not quite in line with his other backs, and he's in the position of power there. He's the one that's dictating the line. He's the one that sees everything, so he should be setting the line. And if he thinks he's in the right spot, then he should be telling his other players to drop, or he makes the recognition that he's out of line and he gets stepped up. But it's too little, too late. Ball gets slipped in. He's just not at a great angle to shoot that, so he's got to cross. Ariano in the end is in a good position to make a play. But it's always, Joe, it's always that weak side center back that has the best view to call the line, right? And really Angola was in a position where he's just going to get played around there because Ariana's not dictating where the line should be.
Zuback about to turn the corner here, forcing DeVitt to leave his feet. Good work here by the young forward for the Galaxy, as LA is able to keep possession. Lonergan took a pretty good knock there from Flores. That's a foul and a free kick.
Flores had about 4 tackles in the game, and that if Ariano's getting persistent infringement, yellow cards, where's the consistency here? He should get the same.
Quickly the restart taken. Husidic finding Bradford Jamieson. Couple of step overs towards the end line. Gets the cross down low. Score! Ethan Zuback, and it is 2-0 in favor of LA Galaxy 2.
I mean, that's exactly what you want from Jamieson. The recognition that you're 1v1 with an outside back and you just drive right at him, create the space, cross it with your left foot after you've created that space, and Zuback with the perfect timing, tap in goal. I mean, that's exactly how you want to execute in the final third. We were just talking about Jamieson getting stuck with 3 defenders on him and being able to recognize pulling it out. Well, that's the other end of it. Also recognizing when you have one player to beat, you can go at him and beat him. That's what Jamieson's good at.
Goal number 1 on the season for Zuback. Bradford Jamieson picking up the assist. And now Galaxy 2 in command with a 2-0 lead here. We'll see how Vancouver, if they change their point of attack or to get some more numbers forward. We've got an offside here on the long ball ahead. This will be possession to the Galaxy. Some discussion going on that Vancouver bench right now.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they take a chance to put another forward on and see if they can maybe nick one goal and get themselves back in this game. Galaxy, now possession's key. You see Jaime kind of dictating the ball around the back.
Yeah.
They should be able to close this thing out. This would be a good little test for them in their first home game.
Here's Fuji. Got Vera overlapping. Fuji will take it in towards the inside and ran right into his defender. Another long ball back the other way in transition. Angola doing well against Greg, but Greg will come out with possession. He'll take it on the far side, gets away from his defender, towards goal, pokes it on net, saved by Kempen. Rebound ball will spin out of play over the end line. And a corner kick here for Vancouver. So when you don't make the right pass 80 yards downfield, the transition can create some danger the other way.
Again, we're talking about communication in the back line. Ariana's back there. You have cover. Angola, he gets so tight and he's so hands-oriented. Gray could just turn him and make a play and get him behind. Kempen steps up, stays strong, good position, makes a save. But the two center backs should be able to manage that much more efficiently.
Here's the corner for Vancouver towards the short post, cleared away by Vera. Back into midfield. That was some dangerous moments for LA Galaxy 2. Let's take a look at it again here, Dan. Greg just turns on his defender. Ariano came a bit late, but Kempen with a nice save.
You can see it at 24 yards out. Angola doesn't have to win that ball. All he needs to do is hold him up, slow him down, let everyone else recover.
Play continues here. Vancouver with possession. McKendry turning the corner into the Galaxy penalty area. The cross down low, cleared out. Good work by Ariano that time. Corner kick.
So a little momentum change here from Vancouver, a little boost. They always say after you score a goal, the first 5 minutes are the most dangerous for you to concede. Vancouver's getting something going here. Could make this game interesting.
A little limp there on that left hamstring, it looks like.
Typically, when you're a full-out sprint and you lose your footing, you're gonna go off with the. Oh, he's asking for a sub. Maybe he did pull something.
He's motioning towards his right side for the moment. We'll see. Justin Dillon, I believe, is the player that will be coming on. But play continues here. Galaxy a man down, but with a 2-goal lead, 2-0. Big rainbow of a cross into the area, knocked away. Jameson, he will run this one down.
You're 30 feet out from goal. You got to get on with it.
Here's Dillon now as the Galaxy get forward in a hurry. Vera. Ball slipped away from him. He'll have to run it down. Has possession here. Zubak. Villarreal. Got away from one defender. Could not get it back onto his left foot, though. Back out the other way comes Vancouver. Dean. Defensively, Seiler. Flores. You see the sense of urgency in Vancouver yet?
Well, they did have a response after the second goal. Galaxy still countering and being effective, and you know that Vancouver's weary of giving up that third because that is game, set, match. But they definitely need to find a way back in this game, and the couple chances they've had, some of it's been a little bit of Galaxy's own doing to themselves with the center backs, you know, making some communication mistakes.
Here's Thomas fouled, free kick. So come back defensively. Seiler lets it go for Flores. And that's been whistled down now as well. Baggio Husidic having words with our referee, Alejandro Mariscal. It's a one-way traffic in words up until now.
Going back to Jamison, I mean, he does so well on this play for the second goal, and this is just what becoming a complete player is when you get stuck in your defensive third and you know you can beat a guy 1v1 and he does it, and then he gets stripped, he does all the hard work, wins the ball again, and then he lets the ref kind of dictate the play on a no call, and he just kind of lets the ball roll out of bounds. So always being switched on, always having that mentality of, okay, you know, I'm just going to do the best thing for the team right now.
Yellow card for dissent for Husidic. Here's the free kick. Knocked away by Bradford Jamison. Second ball, Zubak clears the penalty area. The ball towards goal by Dean is blocked. Kept alive by McKendry. Flores. Into the penalty area it'll come. Looking a bit dangerous here and then cleared away. Nice job by Dillon. Seiler. Lonergan able to clear. We got a player down with some cramps for Vancouver. Here's Bradford. Jamison gets away from his defender. Plays it into center. Zubak, he's got Villarreal. Leads him towards goal. He's by himself, though. Should have just continued to go there, Jaime.
Really good job by BJ. Get his head up, understand the switch of a point of attack is on, and Jaime just kind of ran out of options there in the end. Running away from goal, really hard to get any type of meaningful shot off. Just opts to cross it, and then in turn there's no one there.
Here's Fuji now for the Galaxy. 77 minutes in, they're up 2-0. Husidic playing on a yellow. Villarreal, back it goes. Ariano. Angola. Vera, back to Fuji. Dillon.
This is good from the Galaxy, you know, just to relieve a little pressure, make Vancouver do some work for this ball.
Oh, not good by Husidic that time. Pickpocketed back the other way. Watch out. Good job by Ariano closing that ball down and picked up by Kempen.
Great recovery tackle. Galaxy, Baggio doesn't know anyone's around him. And sometimes when the game slows down and you're in possession, players stop communicating because it becomes easy. Galaxy need to stay switched on, keep talking to each other. Someone should have let Baggio know he had someone on his back there.
Here's Ariano.
Ariano looking really comfortable on the ball there in the back, Joe. Sorry about that. He's definitely a center back that he's just not a ball winner and a defender. He's comfortable on the ball, and that's going to help the Galaxy too throughout the season.
Angola, he'll find Villarreal. Pressure here from Vancouver. Galaxy seem to be handling it okay. Lonergan into midfield. Zubak, little cheeky ball there, too cheeky. And it's won by Vancouver. DeVitt. Flores. And cleared out. Nice job. Bradford Jamieson keeping that ball in play, trying to get it to settle. He'll send it into center. Vera has Dylan with him. Vera still on possession. Now he'll get it over to him on the right side. Watched by one defender on his left foot. Has a go at goal, and just over that far corner and out of play.
Yeah, and again, great recognition by BJ to get the ball off his foot a little bit quicker, and Vera sweeps the ball out to Dylan on the far side. Looks like Dylan gets the ball on his left foot, which is his weaker foot, and he doesn't have a lot of power, so he's just trying to bend it into that far upper corner, in which the goalie's tight in the ear. I mean, it was definitely on. I'm sure it was a couple yards away in the end, but good idea.
If that is on target, the keeper has no chance at that ball, right?
Yeah, he was definitely tight in the ear, and what happens is as a keeper, you're trying to step out to cut down the angle, but when the ball gets wide, if you step out, you actually create a lot of open space in the far post that players can kind of pass the ball into. It doesn't have to be a rocket, and that's what Dylan was trying to exploit.
This ball over the top, intended for Bradford Jamieson. Nowinski back to his keeper, Ritchie. 80th minute, 2-0 in favor of Galaxy 2. Here's a throw it. Bradford Jamieson, right place, right time. Knocks it over via Real. Good ball for Vera. The slide tackle there by Seiler. They'll come out with possession. On the left side now. Greg. Switched over. Here Nowinski. Tries to play it low in front and clear it away. I don't think that was the intention.
So Vancouver have shifted their lineup, and now they have two forwards up top with Greg and Sanner, and it's actually given them some more options running into channels, and they have a little bit more run of play when the defenders are on the ball. They don't need necessarily the whole team to be up, but it may just be too little too late. We got a little less than 10 minutes left in this game, and you can see the players on the field a little hot, a little tired. I don't see how Vancouver gets back into this one.
All USL matches are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Follow the action on the USL YouTube channel. Lonergan will take this throw. Vera showing back for this. A lot of space for him. He'll wheel it around right side. Rio Fuji. Dylan plays ahead. Zubak has to put on the brakes, but has it. All the way back defensively. Galaxy 2 have managed the second half rather well, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Joe. I mean, even there, you see Fuji get on the ball, kind of has no options. Could have played a tough ball back to his keeper, makes the right decision, cuts inside, and just clears pressure up the field. Those little decisions really can help manage a game. And there's one that gets away from BJ, and now Vancouver has a corner kick. But you know, this is really what it's about for this young team early on in the season, is figuring out how to manage these situations. Being up at home is the exact spot you want to be in.
Left-footed corner will bend in towards goal here. Played short once again, flicked on and broken up. It'll come out to Bradford Jamieson. Zubak making the run into the offensive end. He'll get the service here from Jamieson. He's got some help with Vera inside. Yeah, knocks it back. Jamieson. So less than 10 minutes to go unofficially. Here's time to manage this game out. Something that the young team, forget about the older team, but the young team will have to learn along the way. Ariano. Now it's just about destroying their offensive attacks, right? Breaking them up, slowing them down.
Break them up. Zubak not working towards the ball there because he's actually offsides when Ariano broke that play up. But you could see Vancouver, particularly DeVitt, the captain, trying to push his team on a little bit.
It's easy for Kempen. He'll collect. Pretty big forward center. They haven't been able to find him, though, with balls over the top to him. And he's not really playing as a total target, right? Side to side there with Greg.
Yeah, Greg's definitely a target forward. So the complement is someone that can move in and around him and pick up whatever second balls Greg gets on the end of.
Be a foul and a free kick. Ball on the left, and a good ball into the top of the area now. Cleared away by Engola. Second ball, Bradford Jamieson. Galaxy having a hard time clearing their defensive third. Another good chance here towards goal, right on the keeper, Kempen.
Just more catching practice for Kempen, really. I mean, I'm trying to think back to a time he was really, really tested. He's been clean on the ball for sure, and that's exactly what you want from your goalie. But for Vancouver's point of view, they just really haven't come up with much quality in attack. And Greg, they rely on this big forward. And we saw them have a little bit of success when Gardner got going, but really in the second half, Gardner's been real quiet.
Villarreal can't find the handle. It'll be cleared back. Flores this time for Vancouver. Switched over to the near side. Nerwinski able to keep possession. Nice job by Lonergan with a slide tackle, although he gets up and he's cramped again. This ball over the top. Vera has a chance. It comes onto his left foot, being pushed away from goal. Tries to get the cross away, and right onto Ritchie, who's able to pull it down. And Lonergan probably is going to be that last sub. Or actually, they've used all three, have they not? Yes, they have.
Yeah, they're going to. Lonergan's going to have to grind this thing out. This is, I mean, typical situation here. Game one at home, day game in particular, a little warmer than an evening one.
Right.
And you'll see some players picking up cramps here in the last 10 minutes. It's not good when it's an outside back, though. He could be called upon here in a one-on-one situation where he's going to have to make a play.
I might tell Bradford Jamieson to drop back and become that fifth defender at this point.
Yeah, just protect the space in front of him a little bit.
Here's Vancouver. Ball through. Sander did a good job of keeping possession. The attempted shot is whiffed. McKendry from distance is deflected and out of play. Corner kick here for Vancouver. This is what they want more than anything. Obviously goals, but set play opportunities to get those goals here in the closing moments. Very important. 87th minute. Here's the corner back into the area. It goes through Kempen that time on the deflection, I believe, from Vera.
Vera looked like he wanted to take a swing at that with his left foot, and then made a last-minute decision just to pull out. And Kempen at the same time kind of saw his body language, like, okay, he's going to clear this. And in the end, Kempen's unsettled, feet aren't set, but he gets down quick enough just to put a paw on this thing and throw it around the far post.
And a ball on the ground like that needs to be cleared out. Here's the cross. Going towards goal. It's banged off the bar here. It's getting dangerous moments for Galaxy 2, and they're able to keep this out of the net.
So often so happens, goalkeeper positionally on the first play, he's in a great spot. Defender doesn't make a play, and he is called upon. The very next play, corner kick, he's a bit over aggressive, and then the ball gets looped over him. He makes a play back to his own goal post, takes a knock here, and looks like he banged up his left shoulder a little bit.
Play's been stopped for a moment. He'll be looked at, even though the player McKendry came over and picked him up and put him back onto his feet. Motion towards that left shoulder. He'll be looked at for a moment. That'll be added to the end of this match at the moment. We're in the 88th minute now. A good time to tell you to be here for the second home game of the LA Galaxy 2 regular season as Your Los Dos hosts Sounders FC 2 Saturday, April 15th. Right here at StubHub Center's Track and Field Stadium. Tickets are just $10 at LAGalaxy.com. 2-0, trying to see this one through in the opener on this Saturday afternoon. Fans enjoying it. Good crowd on hand here for the opener. Right in the middle of the day, competing against the Elite Eight in the NCAA tournament in basketball, but so far so good. Fuji. Bradford Jamieson trying to wheel it forward. He'll lose possession here. Back the other way now. Vancouver, the long ball, switched over to the far side. This will be run down. Collected by Campbell. Along the end line, gets the cross away. Kempen able to smother that one. Actually went out. Goal kick.
Dean's come on. He's put in a lot of work, getting up and down that far touchline. This is, really this part of the game. You got to be willing to do the dirty work in order to get this shutout 2-0 home victory. So it's a good response from the players that have been substituted on.
Handball here against Zubak.
And Zubak has just worked relentlessly all game. This is exactly what you want from a young striker, to get out there and not only get your goal on a nice little tap-in sequence, but, he's still just tracking the defenders.
Another ball flighted in, punched away by Kempen. Trying to get the clean sheet here. Villarreal will knock it forward.
So that's the exact difference between the opening goal for LA Galaxy and the play that Kempen makes there. You know what? It may be a little bit far for him to come, but he lets everyone knows he's coming, and he gets there. He wins the ball, puts it out of play. That's all you have to do as a keeper. You don't have to be 100% right all the time, but when you come, let everybody know you're coming.
4 minutes of added time here before this one comes to an end. Still a lot of time if you're Vancouver, but it is becoming a problem. In fact, it is at 4 minutes a problem. Got to get that first. Vucinic. He'll get the foul and a free kick.
Really smart play by Baggio, as you'd expect from him. He's trying to release Zubak. Doesn't really have the ball settled well enough to play a through ball for Zubak, so he just bodies himself in a way where he's either going to maintain possession of the ball, or the Vancouver defender is going to chop him down, just wasting more time here for the Galaxy too.
Ariano plays long. Vancouver will have to restart again from deep in their own defense. DeVitt. Played far side, Dean. Flores. He'll collect it at the top of his defensive third. Wheels it around the near side. Another long ball into the Galaxy defense. Angola heads this one away. Dillon, dangerous there. Foul against the Galaxy.
Similar to a challenge you referred to with Turner in the first half. Dean actually goes and wins the ball there and gets a little bit of the body afterwards, but it's the fashion and how he does it. It's cleats are high, very aggressive jump, and in the end he gets the ball. It's a clean challenge, but it's the fashion and the impact he had on that play that was dangerous and warranted a yellow card.
Two-footed tackle, spikes high. It's going to get you a yellow card every time.
In today's game, it will.
Yeah. To be cleared back out. About 2 minutes to go in this one unofficially. Another ball into the area. Flicked on towards goal. Saved by Kempen. And out. It might have been wide, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
and
that's
a goal kick.
That's right. Better safe than sorry. Kempen's got a good read on that. Really, the trickiest part of that play is not to run into the post. So he's just timing it all right.
Quick corner take. Another ball through the keeper this time, and he smothers it inside his 6-yard box. He got busy all of a sudden.
Yeah, when the ball gets spread all the way back 35 yards out, you got to get the lines up, right? They had the defense sitting on top of Kempen. He can't come and get the cross, And in the end, Vancouver almost gets on the end of it and puts it in the back of the net. So the minute the ball goes negative, especially off a corner kick, you got to, the whole team, just take a 5-yard sprint up. The next service that goes in, you're going to have players on Vancouver in an offsides position. Yeah. But, you know, late in the game, those little things, they add up. And this is just instilling a little more discipline. I'm sure Munoz and the staff will go over that play when they're looking at game tape this week.
Yeah, those final 15 minutes for the young players, it's closing the game off, right? It's so difficult to do it at the MLS level, but closing the game off, here's where you're going to have to learn.
When the other team just starts playing this long ball game, the last thing you want to do is just get comfortable on sitting and sustaining the pressure. You still want to move the lines. And what that does is it makes their forwards continue to work back too. So not only could you potentially pull some players off sides, but you don't want them to always just driving you back on your heels. You want to make them move.
Final ones here, final moments here. In fact, we are at time unofficially, so this is going to be the last opportunity for Vancouver to get on the board. Kempen pulls this one down. Our referee looks at his watch. He points to midfield. And LA Galaxy 2 open up the USL 2017 campaign with all the points. A 2-0 victory over Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2. Not a bad performance, Dan Kennedy.
No, you take it. Gift of a goal in the first half. They kind of, you know, lost their way over the course of 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes of the first half. But really, really positive start to the second half. Leads to a great goal. Individual effort by Jamison, finished by Zubak, who was working tirelessly all game. Really, really positive result. Mike Munoz, first win, first game. Couldn't be happier, I'm sure.
We'll take a short time out. We'll come back with post-game highlights and put a bow on this one. Galaxy 2, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2, nothing. More to come. Stay with us.
Kids. It's been a great event, a ton of fun, and obviously the kids have had a great time getting a new pair of shoes.
Today, LA Galaxy Foundation has partnered with Shoes That Fit, a nonprofit organization that believes every child should have a brand new pair of shoes to be athletic and be able to have a healthy lifestyle in and out of the classroom. So what we did today was we adopted 100 elementary school students from Catskill Elementary. We were able to gift them all a brand new pair of athletic shoes. We also were able to donate to their library with over 200 books. We will continue to support them and have them out at our first Galaxy 2 match on March 25th.
Introducing the Galaxy Express, powered by Long Beach Transit. The Galaxy Express offers free non-stop shuttles to and from StubHub Center for every LA Galaxy home match. The shuttle picks up from Harbor Gateway Transit Center and Del Amo Station and offers easy access from the Metro Silver Line and Blue Line. Leave your car at home. Enjoy a quick and simple route directly to the game with Galaxy Express. Learn more at lagalaxy.com/. We have a winner here for the first game of the season for Galaxy 2, defeating Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2-0 with Dan Kennedy, Joe Tutino. Dan, let's take a look at these first half highlights and roll on in to this Galaxy victory today. Got started here with the Galaxy getting the own goal to take the 1-0 lead. But Tyler Turner played pretty well as well.
Yeah, Tyler Turner, you can see how athletic he is, and he definitely relies on it, and made some big plays on crossing opportunities for Vancouver. I thought John Campen was really solid, steady. He's challenged only a couple times in this game. But BJ Jamison in the second half took his opportunities 1v1, particularly for the second goal. And what you like to see are the players that are putting in all the work. Zubak, Amaya, the two forwards, you'd like to see them get on the end of something, and that's exactly what Zubak did when Jamison broke down that left side and created the space, hit across, and really got the meaningful goal that closed this game out for the Galaxy. Mike Munoz is going to be real happy with this, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to, because I don't look at any portion of the game in the 15-minute section where I felt Galaxy 2 had not played well. I mean, there was times, certainly Vancouver comes in, they're competing, they're gonna create some of their own chances along the way, but there wasn't a time where I said, boy, this team needs, if they could stop things out at this point, as we look at some of the highlights here that are coming our way now. Turner with a couple of defensive plays. This was dangerous on my part, no?
Yeah,
I thought that was.
Turner's a bit high on that challenge. He's lucky he gets all ball. But that's the exact yellow card you saw later in the game on
yes.
Dean 4. So really the plays that stuck out for me for Vancouver, well, here you go. Amaya a little overeager here on this shot from distance. And that was the later part of the first half, and that's when they lost their way. But this was a particularly good segment from the Galaxy with Zubak kept getting isolated one-on-one. And I think that was Vera came on,
yes.
real smart, patient first touch. No real anger here from the shooter. Ariano kept them on, makes the play in the end. Shot from Dean just wide, but you know the opportunities that Vancouver did have, they're very fixable, and it comes down to Ariano and Gola getting on the same page, communicating here, and a little bit of discipline late in the game to make sure you're moving those lines out of the 18, particularly when the ball moves negative on the field.
So Los Dos will head to San Antonio, Texas, take on San Antonio FC. That'll be on April the 1st at 5:30 at Toyota Field. That's what's coming up next. Galaxy 2 getting a victory here on the opening day for Dan Kennedy. Joe Tutino saying so long. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday and Sunday and the week ahead. And it started off in a good way for the USL side. The LA Galaxy 2-0 over Vancouver Whitecaps FC2. Joe Tutino signing off from the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub Center. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.